welcome back to another new vlog. I am starting off a week in my life vlog today. It's Tuesday and we have a full week of school, but yesterday, Monday mornings are always crazy, and then in the afternoon I had to leave the classroom for a meeting. Now I'm back and it's Tuesday. I just spent a couple minutes looking through my sub notes. I still need to put a few things away, just trying to get settled for the morning. It's been actually a long time since I chatted with you. Last week was full of conferences. I know I've been talking a lot about how things are very busy right now. There's a lot going on in the classroom, a lot of things that have been kind of out of our normal routine, plus things that are going on before school, during my plan times, and then after school, like conferences last week. But all went really well. I always actually enjoy conferences, especially the student-led conferences. I love to hear how fourth grade is going from the student perspective, and they're always very sweet to be a part of. This week is the last week before spring break. We have a full week off next week, and then after that I think that we only have 10 weeks left of school. So it looks like this morning we have a pretty normal morning. I do have a meeting before school, so that's in 25 minutes. I have a meeting during my plan time today. We have library today, so I'm gonna need to fill all of that in on my schedule over there. I have some fun things planned for the rest of the week, but we'll get to that later. Just want to check in, say good morning, and welcome to another weekly vlog. Happy Wednesday. I just got to school and I'm checking in on my plans for today. Yesterday was full of meetings. Tuesdays usually are. I had a meeting before school and then during school during my plan time. After school I had pickup duty and then I was out of here. Today I do have a staff meeting in about 25 minutes. But before that I'm just going to kind of get settled in for the day. I have an IEP, but it's during my plan time, so I don't have to make any sub plans for that. And then the rest of my plans and copies have already been settled last week. I do need to swap out my schedule on the board though, so that'll be first thing this morning. I also always like to check my emails right when I come in. Try not to check it too much at home. Looks like I need to go through and respond to a few things there, so I will do that after I swap out my board. I'm gonna get settled, then probably try to make a to-do list of things that I want to get done through the rest of this week, especially with spring break coming up next week. I want to be fully ready for that before I leave on Friday. I'll share that later. I've been working on my to-do list and I figured it's time to talk a little bit about next year. Nothing is official in terms of what it will specifically look like for me, but over the summer my school is getting air conditioning. Packing up my classroom is definitely going to look different at the end of this year. I'm not exactly sure where my air conditioning system is going, but we've already been told that everything along our window walls needs to be taken out, removed. So that means everything all along here in the cabinets, nothing can be on the counter, has to be either moved elsewhere, taken home, maybe fit into some of my cabinets over there, but obviously that space is limited too. Definitely gonna have to clean things out, take things home, and get creative with my organization and storage in here. So the first thing that I have been kind of thinking about are my picture books. As of right now, unless I put them into boxes, I think the best bet for all of my chapter books is to put them into the cabinets. Hopefully I'll have space for them over there, but I'm just not gonna have room for everything obviously, so I can utilize my storage shelf at school. But I think for my picture books, it'll just be easier to start that process by bringing them home. I need to organize them. They were organized at the beginning of the year and they still honestly look pretty good. This bin has a bunch of books that I've done for read aloud over the years. I just like to keep my options here. That way I keep them at the front of my mind when I'm picking my read aloud. Although I think there are plenty of benefits of reading a book more than once. My readers are just more interested and willing to participate in our discussions if it's the first time they've read a book. So I have all of those in there. Here are the sequels to the books that I read as my read alouds. I have so many Who Was books. I have another bin actually over there that I need to kind of sort out, and also some partner reading books. But the picture books are what I want to focus on. I have some nonfiction animal books up here, and then down here I started the year by really organizing them, but I've gotten quite a few throughout the year. I really need to go through and organize them, especially these books over here. I used to sort them into things that I was for sure going to do during the first week, and then just some of my other favorite read alouds that I would pull from throughout the year. But now I think that I can get more specific with the categories. I had all my seasonal type books and I still have them organized pretty well. I think that I need to split fall and Halloween into two different bins, that way they all fit. I'm just thinking about storage in general. If you can think of any other way to organize them or store them, let me know. I do like this, so I think for now I'm just going to kind of sort them into additional bins, but I'm open to switching things up. So this little project is what's first on the to-do list this morning. Now that I just finished doing that, I literally just realized that I have a bookshelf full of books that I need to also organize into here. And then I do have some in my storage closet, but I think that that's all I'm going to be able to do this morning. This is kind of why I want to start this process early, because there is a lot to figure out, a lot to organize. It's just not as easy as it once was to be down on the ground and moving all this stuff around. So that's going to be it for that this morning. I have like 30 minutes until the kids come, so I think that I'm going to go reset my board, make sure I'm settled in for today, and I'll check in with you later. I have a lot that I need to get done today, so I'm trying to get started right away. All things that I want to do before I leave for spring break. I want to swap out my number corner for April. I cannot believe that I'm already doing that. I want to swap out my bookshelf over there. I also need to make sure that all my lesson plans and copies are done for the week when we come back. I'm going to update my door decor today. We're going to do a little project for Earth Day. And then I'm also meeting with somebody from my district to plan the next unit of science during my plan time. And maybe my lunchtime, I'm not quite sure. I think it's going to take a while, so I'm kind of banking on it taking up my plan time and my lunchtime today. I need to get all these other tasks done this morning. Besides the door decor, that's going to take a little while. That might have to be after school. But the rest of it, I need to get done this morning. So I'm going to get started right away. Okay, I just finished my door and I'm obsessed with how it turned out. I just tried to get it done super quickly after school. My kids are gone, my e-blast is sent, door is done, all the little things that I wanted to do today are officially done, thank goodness. And it's time for me to go and enjoy my break. I hope you enjoyed it coming along with me a little bit throughout this week, and I'll see you in my next one after spring break. Thank you for watching.